downstairs, not the one that, I don't think they were in the one that I were in last. I think they're in that other part. Does nobody else has a key to that room here? Yeah.
I didn't see you have any keys on you in that room.
Okay. Maybe my mistake. You didn't see my keys in your office, did you?
No,
They're on a green rope.
no, you wanna go look?
Please.
And I would have definitely noticed, it's pretty tight quarters in there.
Yeah.
Not a real place to set anything down. So,
Right, right, I agree. So I'm gonna see if I left it in the clerk's office. I
video down there.
Thelma? I can't see. It's here. Where the hell is everybody at?
No, I want to be around, except us.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got my stuff over in your
Who
way.
are you?
Mariah.
All right.
Singer?
Yeah.
Sing something for us.
You get a song.
Yes, sir, I am.
Well, Bob Ringhausen, this is the last night you see. You're gonna run me off.
I'm Bob, I graduated.
I
I've
can
heard
reach
so
you
much,
too.
I've heard so much about you. It's a good thing.
If
Good
it's all
job.
good, it's a good thing.
Yes.
And congratulations on this being your last night too.
Yeah.
Tim gets when I go watch tonight.
Played it.
Did I mess up or?
No, I
Oh,
picked up like 4 of them.
you don't need that many.
Got a question for you.
Ask Tim.
Economic report I put together, one maybe before you
Yeah.
were here.
It's sitting on my desk in our study at home, yes.
Yeah. And I want to run copies. Can you do that for me? Run copies for everybody on the council, new members of council?
Yeah, not tonight.
No, not tonight. At some point. I mean, if you can do it, that would be great, because when I printed the original copies, it cost me like $76.
You got it.
How many pages is it?
What's the Soul Sanders give and it's received?
It's 20+ pages. Copy.
Were they like gold threaded?
No, I had
copy
to
paper?
I had to go down to, Office Max.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's expensive.
Yep, same.
I wish I'd have known you to come over to First Baptist, since we always do.
Well, that's good to know now that
I
I
could
can
have
do
given
that.
him my house, not done for 70.
Yeah, I don't.
But you would've saved all the gas.
10 cents a page.
But I want everybody on the council to have a copy of that. I've been promising it for a while.
I haven't seen them there. But Zoom is working, so. We got something right.
That's good. That's good.
Oh. We need a
We need-
grabber. or a 7 foot tall person,
I'm glad of that.
because it's hot in here.
Oh, man,
Oh, yeah.
upstairs is really
We don't have
hot.
a
Comes up there.
Yeah, we don't have a little. Shut up on that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work, not safe.
Oh, really?
Is that an ocean?
The lanyards, the invisible lanyards are up there too. See? That one's smart. Right, this one's not.
I got it. I got it.
Well, there we go.
So I don't know if you gave me a new ID or not, do you? Yeah, I know, I don't have all the email contacts. And so the mayor was trying to get it out to everyone in Zoom. And, I lost my brain today, I can't find it.
You're welcome to my world.
It's easy to do.
Hey,
But
gentlemen.
for all the new
Hey, how are you?
council members, I'm
All right.
gonna have in your boxes, I'll get in there this week for updated contact info for everyone. So that whenever I get access to the website, I
Nobody.
can get that on.
Nobody had it as rough as I did. I hit Easter eggs yesterday morning. Remember they said?
Oh, this is gonna be such a good meeting.
Put the gin in that juice.
Down here.
Yes, sir.
There's actually not. I didn't think about that.
You gonna save me a seat over there?
Why? Stay up there the whole meeting.
I'm only here 10 minutes.
Seriously?
It's a meeting for the new people.
Yeah, we got certified election results today, we're swearing in new members.
I got votes
Okay.
from council.
So they got-
What's that?
I don't write it.
I don't do live.
Oh, you do? Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Guys, that's the first time I've seen this.
I got,
That's,
yeah, I got it.
that's not the first time I've seen that.
I wasn't living warm.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, Tim, I said, do I get,
I like your
I think
dress.
there's that getting messy.
The Michael
get to
Kors.
go watch, you know, we get off the stage.
It's fake.
Where you wanna go watch?
Fake watch.
Look at that fake.
Oh, we darn. Fake plated. I never seen that type of this.
Aw.
I never thought of it. I kinda like this.
I'm in
Are you
Ward,
leaving
yeah.
your agenda, or are you taking it with you, sir?
Hey, good evening.
Hey, Don,
How are you?
I'm good.
I have quite a few write-ins.
Okay,
But I didn't
you want
know.
them?
It's me.
Elliot said you paid for it.
I've been in the room.
Oh, don't be talking about him.
You were trying to
Oh, so you don't have
get me over
to-
the top. I told him. I don't wanna be-
I say you
I'm not
never
gonna
know about
If
it.
you want public copy,
I say you never know.
Like trouble.
you get a public.
Well, I said-
I'm about to get this picture with me. Watch.
Okay, very good.
Take it.
It's nice that I have to obligated.
I like.
What can I get?
I can.
I
told Tim that. I wanna be
Oh, like that.
political piece.
Give Raj all the.
It's like this.
If I had your seat, I'd land
Yeah, that's all council.
I'm not sure of this miles. Yeah.
That's something.
See, everybody, I'm trying to get everybody to like the photo.
Figured out.
Oh, sir.
But you see her in class.
Oh.
They're all cool. So I got like that.
Sit right on the front row.
I'm
You want to give a look down.
But I got this chair over here, you know, where we were sitting, on the corner.
Oh, not a nice money out there. Yeah. They got nursing home.
That's the one.
I was afraid of
They go out to see her wedding, I used to take her.
Sure.
Oh,
Hey, can I get your picture? Hey,
Can't
Chief,
bring any
can I get your
extra.
picture?
Sure.
There she is.
Plug-in down here.
That'll work. Oh.
How do we vote then?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
my God.
Great. How's it going, sir? You good? Dad, I got it. Sure.
Was that the Easter Sunday?
Kelly's.
Well, let's start. Look at that smile on your face. That is-
Oh, oh, yes, yeah. I got tickled at her. Yeah.
You on the council now?
Yeah.
This is on straight because it's brand new and I just took it out of bags. I mean, do you think I should be sporting something, right?
Start new. 573.
I guess they let me. I know, I think I should still wear it because you know, well, just the whole day down there.
I will be.
Yeah.
And they'll come over, huh? No, 238.
I asked her the same.
Gotta be done. About ready to pour it, because I don't say.
You're not sitting by me, you're behind me.
My name's, Peter Scott. I still beat those. Oh, well, I'm glad. Glad.
I've got 70. I do it. Okay, that's good.
I came again, I can.
The essentials, really, yeah. And cash problem. Gonna see. Florida. He doesn't take the- Hey, there he is.
Where are you?
Are you Democrat? Oh, 5.
But I also believe we can better know what. Hey, Bill.
And tell us.
What?
I'll grab it. I'll grab it in a second. I got everything.
That was the first one.
We gotta get.
All right.
Yeah. Stop.
Oh, yeah, oh,
Huh?
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, yep.
Oh, that's mine here.
Oh, that's all right.
I looked up from.
I just didn't have that in.
That's 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks ago.
I just didn't have that empty. Got what's left of it 3 weeks ago. I had to tear it down.
Perfect job, man.
You grab a. Alert.
You grab your bag.
I didn't know what was going on.
Well, you'll be turning that. After all this one.
It makes me like this.
I didn't know if you did it.
So here. How many people? I can okay be happy with this, but.
I don't ever say.
I get the back.
That's not trap for.
Well, you start, when I see it, I'll see it.
I think she's her question.
All in one, matter of 2 days, two people were stabbed.
And then RV. You got like.
Graffiti on this side.
Thank you, mother.
I just want to be able to get out.
Back of me. It might be dangerous.
No, no slap behind the head, because
only got
81%.
How you feeling, Bobby?
I can't speak for all those.
Okay, you say people,
Good.
you say.
You showed up.
You've got. Oh, the part in the way. What are you looking at, Jeff?
Open my environment.
Just come under, phone. Very good.
Hey, I sent you mine too.
All right. Gotcha.
I'm going. Sorry.
Big turnover. Yeah.
Oh, my. Doing well. You?
Tell me double time, double time.
Lord have mercy, there's three of them that ain't worth it.
Usually off.
I just want you all to know.
You're not gonna be here. I had what do you?
Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you know.
No one's gonna be able to. And he's okay.
How are you?
It's like good citizens.
Saw you with the Easter bunny the other day. I said, I saw you with the Easter bunny the other day.
I know that. I don't, well.
I think everybody in town was saying that.
Yep. There's a lot of things that priorities. I'm getting ready to take,
Hey.
Yeah, I did that as well.
Timothy. Yeah, vacation.
There was a museum we wanted to go check out. I'm sorry.
Yeah. This is the first time I've seen this seven. What, trouble? No, it's just three. No. Trouble.
Yeah.
That's an afterthought.
Good to have you here. Put on there. Bar. No one's up there, that means someone's on. Okay.
Well, they keep telling me about the Easter bunny, and I finally saw it tonight.
Did you have a good Easter, Mr. Federer?
You hit the gallery. There you go. See what that is.
They ain't in Florida, don't need to be on.
No one's on there.
I'm just trying to place it, so.
You're right here.
Oh, there we go. Just be very careful, that's not the,
There's only one.
I'll be back. That's one boy.
Yep. Just stay
You see yourself, Bobby? Doesn't it scare you?
Not tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Does look sad though.
Oh, I'm sorry, why didn't you say, shut up, Desiree?
So you know.
Well, you want me to be quiet, though.
Yes, here you are. Yes.
That's right.
I know I'm funny, but.
He's looking at me.
I got shut up.
Oh, well,
How are you?
I was talking police business.
It's a new one.
Hey, you need new batteries in that clock, sir.
Was there an issue?
As soon as we
with
get,
me,
as
sir?
soon as we get our funds to do that.
I'll buy you some AA batteries.
Was there an issue with me, sir? Because you looked at me like I need to be shut up. But there seem to be other people still talking, so I, is there an issue with me, sir?
I'm sticking my tongue out again.
I didn't even see.
Corey,
that.
okay. That's not very good.
Well, back a couple years ago.
Good,
All right, I'll call to order, City of Louisiana, Missouri Special Council Meeting, Monday, April 10th, 2023. I call this meeting to order. Pledge of Allegiance, Mr. Ringhouse.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
City Clerk, will you give the roll call, please?
Councilmember Greenhausen. Bell. Councilmember Jordan. Councilmember Evans.
Present.
Councilman Sutter.
Here.
Councilmember Goldberg. Councilmember Ardeno.
There being a quorum, we'll go ahead and continue with our business. First items on the agenda is old business. There's approval for the minutes for March 27th. Everyone should have received a copy. If I need to read them out for the public, I can. Otherwise, I would entertain a motion to approve. So Councilman Sutter made a motion and Councilman Gordon made a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Those like sign. Minutes are approved. Next item on the agenda is council seat vacancies. At our last regular council meeting, there was resignations from Ward 2 and Ward 3, Councilman Joe, and then Councilwoman Ardeno. Since then, I haven't received any other communication except from Mrs. Ardeno that she had intentions of rescinding her resignation. What we didn't do at the last council meeting was make a motion to approve the resignation. So I was anticipating Councilwoman Ardeno to be here for that discussion. So I'll entertain motion from the floor, however the council sees fit.
I make the motion that we do not accept her resignation and that we continue on and accept her resignation.
And we also have Councilman Peugeot, even though his time has. Got a motion on the floor.
Second.
We got a second. Discussion. Any discussion? No discussion. Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Council, I do have an appointment for the Ward 3 council seat. Under Sherman. I request the council to make a motion to approve the appointment to the 3rd Ward seat with Councilwoman, Linda Sherman, to fill that vacancy for a year.
I so move.
Second. We have a first and a second. The first is Mr. Bell, and second is Mr. Sutter. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign. Next item on the agenda is the mayor veto bill 7185. Everyone should have received the email and from me. If there's any questions on that or any action that the council wants to take from that veto of bill 7185.
Make a motion to accept the veto. I'll second.
You got a motion to accept the veto. And second, any discussion?
Captain James Kirk of the USS.
He had something to say.
All right. Hearing no discussion, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign. The city of Louisiana has received receipt of certified election results from the Pike County clerk. I would entertain a motion to accept the certified election results.
Motion to accept.
We have a first and a second to receive the certified election results. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. All right, the next item for the agenda is recognition of service for the council members, Mr. Ringhausen and Mrs. Evans. I want to open the floor to the council. I do want to express gratitude for your all's participation over the years of serving the city of Louisiana. We all may not agree throughout our terms of office, but we can all agree that we do want the best for the city of Louisiana. And at some point or time, we will find our differences to be a strength for us. So, Mr. Ringhausen, me personally with you, the last few months, we've got to know each other better and have a little bit of a mutual understanding of our positions and our wants for the city of Louisiana. Mrs. Evans, same likewise. And I would open the floor up for any of the council members to express any recognition. Otherwise, we'll open the floor up. Otherwise, if you all would like to say something, I would want to give you the opportunity to have the floor.
Been interesting, to say the least, but it's been a fun group to work with. A lot of tough decisions, even the constituents in the city coming out. I'm afraid to say what the underlying. I think there's a lot of things been accomplished. A lot more things to still be worked on. I've enjoyed it, and I think we need younger eyes on the council and do thoughts and give it time. So that's all I got to say. Thank you,
Enjoyed my years
service on the council. We have accomplished some really awesome things over the years. Probably the bridge is my favorite project that we accomplished. I wish you all the very, very best. Please take care of our city.
Thank you, Renee. We'll go have the council members that have been elected step forward in front of the podium. And also, Linda. So we're under new business. We're going to be swearing in of the appointed and elected council members. If y'all can turn around, face the podium, and she can, if you can stand at the podium. All right, that'd be perfect.
What's yours? Somehow I miraculously have them in order. Okay, so you're gonna repeat it, raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, your name, do solemnly swear that I possess all the qualifications for the office of city council as prescribed by law, that I will support the Constitution of the United States and of the state of Missouri, the provisions of all laws of this state affecting cities of this class, and the ordinances of the city of Louisiana, and faithfully demean myself in office. So help me God.
Please take your seat.
Sign this right here.
You can sit next to me, sir.
Well, congratulations to everyone that was elected and appointed. We have some, anyway, we have a road ahead of us and we're going to move down. The first item on for this council's agenda is the nomination of a mayor pro tem. I'll open the floor up for a nomination of a mayor pro tem.
I nominate Philip Sarf, Mayor Pro Tem.
I second.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor say yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign. All right, motion carries. City council also in the term or the absence of the term of city clerk, I made an appointment for the interim for Mariah Polson. I'm asking the city council to support that nomination by firm of a motion. We have a first.
I'll second it.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion?
Is she just filling in until we get somebody permanently, or?
This will be permanent based on this, yes.
I don't know what I-
Yeah, this is. Any other discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. City council, I do have a resolution to go before you in concerns with the city attorney appointment. It is going to be resolution 03-2023, resolution of the city of Louisiana authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for service for city attorney with Mary Weston. Attached thereto is the municipal attorney agreement. Move forward, I entertain a motion to accept resolution 03-2023.
I'll make a motion to accept. I'll second.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion?
Yeah, I was wondering about the general expenses. Make sure I'm in the right thing.
Excuse me, just a point of information, Mr. Mayor, the clerk's microphone is muted, so no one online can hear anything.
Let you know as soon as you can hear us.
Should be now.
Can you hear us? All right, good deal. All right, any other
Thank you.
discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Resolution 05-2023. This is a resolution seeking approval of all signees for all banking accounts. I went ahead and pre-filled the names, the resolution of the city of Louisiana authorizing Tim Carter, Bill Sutter, William Crouch, and Mariah Polson as signees for all banking or financial instruments with a minimum of 2 of the authorized signers for any draft or change in account. So whenever we have a transition like this, anyone who's no longer on council, we always require 2 signatures. You typically have 4 people that's authorized to actually sign. I'd entertain a motion to approve resolution 05-2023.
I'll make that motion. Second.
First and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all
You
those.
refilled those out,
Yes, I did.
but we just voted in a mayor pro tem, so you knew that Bill was gonna be our mayor pro tem?
This can be modified at any point. This does not require a 24-hour notice.
Well, because I'm first.
It is. So any other discussion?
I have a question. Did we not go her out also?
Let's, we'll revisit that after this. We do have a motion on the floor. We're in the discussion stage. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Resolution 06-2023. This is what's required to change the name on the account for the Visa credit card. This is brought to us specifically by the bank, the credit card. What it requires is name, and it will require a minimum of our 6 of our elected officials. So this has changed the name on the credit card. This is what the bank requires us to do, to submit it in a resolution form. I would entertain a motion to accept making the change for the credit card.
I so moved.
So, yeah, first, and second, any discussion?
We have a copy of that.
It should have been in your packet. If not, I got some.
I don't have one.
There you go. I apologize.
I don't have one.
Of which one?
2025, or something like that in there.
We'll make copies of that. Next to 5. They were in your packet.
Then that council would need a card.
You're not gonna be on the card. There'll only be one name on the card. Here you go. There's 2 more. 5. Sorry about that. So we have a first and second. Any discussion since I handed this out? Discussion now. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign.
No.
Motion carries. All right. Everyone got a copy of resolution 01-23? Motion to approve resolution of the city of Louisiana authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for grass milling and general maintenance services with Indicio Delgado, an individual doing business as lawn care and more. This is for the cemeteries, Riverview, and the Memorial Gardens. Copy of the contract was attached to the previous email. New council members, are you missing a copy of the contract? Pass that. I apologize if that didn't get out to the new members. But it's the same one that we had last month. One that might be one.
I have one.
You got one? I will entertain a motion to approve resolution 06-2023.
Make a motion to approve it.
Wait, yeah, I apologize. Point of order. What did I just say? That is wrong. It's 0. I make a motion, or I entertain a motion to approve resolution 01-2023.
I'll second.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion?
Yeah, I read it, and I was wondering what happens if they bump into, headstones and stuff and knock them down or damage them? Are we responsible for what they damage?
So they carry the liability insurance and stuff for damages. So we would have to, our crew would still be responsible for the flowers and oversight of cemetery. So if they don't self-report damage, it'd be up to our grounds crew to bring that to our knowledge, what happened. So we can submit a claim. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign. Motion's carried. Any other business for new business? We had a question before I shut you down.
But yes, that's okay, yes. We had received last month in our meeting where Councilman Tiffany resigned and then she decided to rescind it. Earlier in the meeting this evening, we voted to not accept her rescission and to go ahead and accept her resignation. And we all voted for her no longer be sitting on the board. Why is she saying that?
I can answer that because my original resignation stated that my last council meeting was the end of this one. So if my original resignation sits, it would sit after this meeting, not before.
Any other questions? So the question I guess I had, is your recension for the remainder of your term or tonight's meeting?
It would be for the remainder of my term.
Okay. City attorney says that's proper, right? Says that she submitted her recension for her date of resignation.
Yes, so under Missouri case law, someone can rescind a resignation for an elected office before it is effective, which is my understanding of what has happened here. And so there wouldn't be any discretion on behalf of the governing body about whether to accept the rescission. It is the office holder who gets to make that choice up until the effective date.
Any questions with the city attorney?
Mayor, can I have the floor?
Councilman Keller?
Mayor, I make a motion to file articles of impeachment against Councilwoman Ardeno.
Is that in the form of a motion?
Yes, make a motion.
On what grounds?
We got a motion on the floor. Is there a second? We have a first and a second. The draft articles of impeachment for Councilwoman Ardeno. Any discussion?
I'd like to know on what grounds.
You have to look at the articles, I guess, when they're drafted. Any other discussion? Hearing none, take a roll call, please.
Councilman Keller,
Yes.
Councilman Bell,
Yes.
Councilman Jordan,
Yeah.
Councilman Price,
Yes.
Councilman Sutter,
Yes.
Councilman Ardeno,
No.
Councilman Sherman,
Yes.
Councilman Dobler.
All right, motion carried. I'll entertain a motion. Go into closed session for the purpose of revised Missouri state statutes, section 610.021, subsection 1, 3, and 13. I so moved. We have a motion, the second.
I'll second it.
We have a second. We have a roll call, please.
Councilman Keller,
Yes.
Councilman Bell,
Yes.
Councilman Jordan,
Yeah.
Councilman Price.
Yeah.
Councilman Sutter,
Yes.
Councilman Ardeno,
Abstain.
Councilman Sherman,
Yes.
Councilman Dobler.
Council, we're going to be going in closed session I entertain a motion to allow the city attorneys, all those sitting on the council, city clerk, and also our city treasurer, Guy Crouch, to stay in closed session.
May we have a break?
Yes, we do.
I so move.
We have a first, second. All those, roll call, please.
Councilman Bell.
Yes.
Councilman Jordan.
Yes.
Councilman Price.
Yes.
Councilman Sutter.
Yes.
Councilman Ardeno.
Same.
Councilman Sherman.
Yes.
Councilman Dolbear.
All right, we're gonna take a 10-minute reset.
So I rescinded my resignation. Yeah, no, so I like, so I brought my resignation. I can't stay here.
Oh, thank you, look, I'm concerned.
I had it.
He might be counselor. Felt really good last
I finally see it on the box. Problem. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
We will repeat that.
Yeah. I know that. I don't know.
Video taking it.
I just don't want to. Done. It's like, okay, we got it.
None of that was just.
Nobody ever agreed. Congratulations.
No, I mean, all that. The slamming and.
Sorry about that.
I got time to go get my daughter.
Yeah, we have issues with that with our own city employees.
Yeah, right. Well, he was.
So hopefully with the contract and using, well, not only that, but our city employees will be more prone to report a contractor.
Well, you got that right.
Good point, yeah. I'm trying to find some posts on Facebook.
I just wanted somebody to say something. So.
Yeah, she did.
Talking to him. Well, I better get out here if I get in trouble.
Did you, she rescinded it. See what council did. And so we did it in open session. not sneaking.
I just don't.
Congratulations.
Make sure you add that little slip. in that table. I wouldn't
Well,
expect that, but like.
You need to write that up. So.
Hostile work environment.
Yeah.
I would just apply to that.
Yeah, okay.
When I was a student, early, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Greg and Lindy.
Sorry, we can hear you now.
Yep, we're here.
Okay, might turn that down just a little bit if we can on our side. You may not have heard it because we may have been muted, but Mary Weston was approved and appointed the city attorney. The resolution passed. Because y'all may not have heard that, except for the final vote.
I think we didn't hear that whole part of the resolution, but we thought those were going through. So thank you for telling me. So I mean, as soon as she takes her oath, she will, become city, be in the shoes of the city attorney.
All right, I just want to let you know that's what happened, so.
I don't seem to have control of the volume. That'll be in that system. And I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, so the first item in closed session that we have, I want to let the council be aware, I believe I copied y'all on the email that I sent Mr. Henderson. I'll read it. So I sent this today. Mr. Henderson, as you know, the city received your resignation letter dated March 2nd, 2023, in which you stated your resignation would be effective May 31st, 2023 at noon. Since May 31st is the end of your current contract term, the city understands that you do not intend to renew the contract and considers your letter as notice of non-renewal under section 3.5 of the contract. The city council and I will consider acceptance of your letter at an upcoming meeting no sooner than 10 days from today. If your letter is accepted, the city will consider the contract as having expired by non-renewal on May 31st. The contract does not require advance notice to you before taking action to accept your letter, but this notice is being provided as a courtesy. I am also providing courtesy notification to you that the city council may consider at the same meeting a motion to provide notice of non-renewal of the contract to you pursuant to section 3.5 of the contract. If such a motion is made and passes, the city then gives you written notice of such action. Then your contract would expire by non-renewal on May 31st, regardless of the right you reserved to withdraw your notice. And I signed it. So the intention is no sooner than 10 days at our next meeting, whether it's our regular meeting or it's a special meeting, is to bring this up to the floor and give Mr. Henderson an opportunity with that notice that we just gave him. If he has anything he wants to bring to the committee or to the council, and we would take a motion to not renew his contract, basically. At that time. Did I miss anything on that, Greg? And that's basically everything that's in writing.
Yeah, correct. No, I don't think you're missing anything there. And it just, it accounts because as some of the new members especially may not know, Kelly submitted a resignation letter, but he included in the resignation letter that he retained the right to, or reserved the right to withdraw it. And so this accounts for either scenario. If he does withdraw it, then you'd be looking at the second option mentioned in that letter.
So,
But I would also just, remind everyone that, the possibility of working out some contract supplement or other written, agreement on finishing out this, contract still exists through May 31st.
and we have not received any responses from the last effort that we've done.
On the last the last status was when the council had voted, voted to have, Mr. Frigo and Mr. Dolbear tasked with talking to Kelly about some additional options. And, he, at that point, that he being Kelly, had replied that he was not willing to sign even the last version that he had indicated he would agree to. And I had followed up on that about, 2 weeks or so ago, and there had been no, further communications or progress on any terms. I also had, exchanged some emails with Kelly's attorney in the matter and asked if there were some specific terms that he wanted to propose while we still had some time to work with. And, he did not have any specific terms to offer.
All right, so with that being said, council, I just want to bring to the council's attention the last 4 to 6 weeks, our city administrator has been MIA majority of the time. If we work a 5-day week at City Hall, he may put in 8 to 12 hours a week. He's definitely not, he's definitely utilizing his sick time. In fact, according to our employee handbook, it's almost abusive of the utilization of his sick time. Whereas I know in the last 6 weeks, he's used 8 days, 8-hour days. And typically in our policy, anything after 3 days, it's non-consecutive, would start requiring a doctor's excuse. So since he is not retiring under the terms of our employee manual, he's not entitled to be reimbursed his sick days. If he was to retire, he would have got $25 per day. So it seems to me that he's just utilizing his sick. So it's really leaving our day-to-day operation vulnerable. I do have a lot of recognition to the street department, water distribution, and grounds. They've been, in fact, they've been getting things accomplished better than when they were full staff, to tell you the truth. But with this, I'm not sure what's going to be the best answer as far as enforcing our employee manual with Mr. Henderson. But there are some things that we need to do to make our transition smoother. And since the council back in April of last year modified some of the ordinances as far as the duties of the city administrator, that kind of ties my hands to a degree as far as our infrastructure for our computing system. I can give you some examples, and I will give you examples, but I got Mr. Crouch in here right now, and I want to let him kind of let you know how this transition has been going. And then I'll open the floor to Mariah, let her explain how this transition is going. And then after that, I have some solutions I want to put before the council, how to address that in the short term. Okay, so Mr. Crouch.
I guess I have to stand up here, right? Doesn't matter. I don't know. Okay. Well, so I'm first off, I'm glad for the opportunity because I actually went into Tim's office today and told him that this transition, since I showed up August, I think 28th, really was not what I bargained for. It has been a toxic mess down here. And, the city administrator, what I've learned, kind of like smiles to your face and then will stab you in the back. And things, he says that he's receptive to new ideas and things like that, but it doesn't happen. So basically some passive aggressive behavior in my the city treasurer, prior city treasurer, I showed up to work and to do payroll, and then she took off. And, she started yelling at me, and I told her I wasn't gonna take that, and then she took off. And then Kelly blamed it on some sort of personality conflict, and I'm like, if I had spoken 10 words to her the entire time I've known her, I'd be surprised. And so that's, anything that I have learned, I've had to dig in and figure out, calling the software folks and all that, just to try to get something done. The accounts payable process, our paying of our vendors, we've got that process down. The paying of payroll until last week had been nailed down. So so the other aspects, the general ledger, I'm still trying to learn how, not debits and credits, because I'm a CPA, I know that, right? But it's how does our accounting system move data through? That part I'm still trying to learn. So Tim had said, we actually are supposed to have a meeting with the software folks where they're going to come in and give myself, Myra, Tim, some training on how all of that works. So the point I'm trying to make here is this transition has been rocky, to say the least, and in my viewpoint, completely unnecessarily so. And what does that do? Cost the city money. So let me fast forward to this past week. I had said to our prior city clerk on a number of occasions that because she was leaving, we needed to have training on how payroll is done. She calculates, I write the checks. Okay. I've never seen her part of it. And so I had to argue with her to give me 30 minutes worth of training. And then Myra comes in this last week, and she and I do the best we know how to do, not knowing the system.
Myra, did you give you?
I'll address that when I speak.
So what we had was, we had 7 employees' checks, actually 9 employees' checks that were incorrect, which bothers me to no end. Because 1, you can't be wrong with people's paychecks, that people depend on that. And then 2, the other side of that coin is those employees are looking at Myra and myself as if we've done something wrong. And that's just not right. To quite the contrary, we tried to get this thing done correctly. That's been resolved now, and I communicated with for instance, the police department. I communicated with them, and they seem to be satisfied with the answers and all of that. Again, it was completely unnecessary. I also sent an email last week to our city administrator saying, hey, this is going to be a problem if we don't if you don't make it a priority. Never got a response. And so from what I see, he might be great at the water department, but he abdicated his responsibilities for the administrative side of this building and let our old city clerk handle it. And none of that's good. So I think none of that, again, this transition, I told Tim today, I said, it's not what I signed up for. It's been unnecessarily stressful all the way around and does not make our city look good. And I think that from day one, he has been working overtime to discredit me and, none of it is appreciated. So, where we are now is, again, we've got the software folks who are going to come in, and it's going to cost us some money for them to give us some training. But that's what we need right now. and just to get things done. Now, you also probably all know that I had a minor surgery on February 23rd that had some truly life-threatening major complications. So I've got to get in there and get payables or payments to our vendors caught back up, because I've literally been kind of out of it for 6 weeks or whatever, which I'm fully intend to do. But since we're talking about this issue, I want to let you guys know exactly kind of where we are. So, you guys have any questions?
Yeah, if I'm hearing you correctly, what you're saying is basically memory left and sabotage everything before she left to make our city successful after she's gone.
Essentially,
That was a little sarcastic here.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
I mean is she left to throw us under the bus.
She offered no help.
yeah, so Councilman Jordan, if
Yeah,
I can,
I'll address that. further as well.
And Kelly's not doing anything to help either, even though up until March, he was still going to be here, so he should have, in my opinion,
They're not doing their duties.
been helping the newer people learn their jobs, learn their specific needs, so we can get things done inside our city administration.
the answer I always get is from Kelly is, I don't know.
We'll then find out.
And here's the thing is, from my perspective, he sets the tone from the top. And I said to him when I first showed up, I said, you need to, because it was like walking behind enemy lines. Why? Because I was appointed by Tim Carter. And I told you, and I told Tim, I said, when he was running, I didn't support him, but as soon as he won the election, I was like, well, let's support him, because if he's successful, the whole town's successful. Right? And nobody in this building appreciated that attitude.
But
And
that's
so
the
it has been.
attitude we need for any elected official, whether it be the president, remember, we don't want to vote. Even if the one we voted for did not get in, we don't want the one that is there to not succeed and let the whole United States, the whole state, whoever fail.
Right. So
We wish them the best and hope they do the best.
So he said, rather than giving me the support that I need for the accounting and the financial system statements, what did he do? He sent a note to the external auditor saying he had no confidence in the city's financial records. Why would he send a note to the external auditors? So that he could throw me under the bus.
But you just was just awarded.
Uh-huh.
That should have went under whoever the last one was, if I remember.
No, for this current year. So what he's doing is he's playing politics. And
Well, you're running for
Let's,
senator or
I'm
something?
gonna cut this short.
Okay, sorry.
That's fine. I'm gonna let Mariah speak, because I got some thoughts as far as some solutions to this. But I just don't want you to hear it from me. I want you to hear it from people that's been in the trenches with me.
Let me just say for a minute before, if you don't mind, before you, pardon the emotion and passion about this. I've been in this seat and it's been building for a long time, and I've seen the emails, some of them that you guys have gotten about me, and it has been disturbing to say the least. And this is the first opportunity that I've gotten a chance to address you guys. So thank
Well, I know you personally, guys, not a bad person.
you. I appreciate it.
Both the good work.
Okay, so first off, we love Guy, he does an amazing job. He's been my biggest help this week. But my name's Mariah.
Sorry.
Okay, so essentially, overall view of this week or last week, I was set up to fail. It was not accidental. It was not oversight. It was specific, direct, set up to fail. Files that I had to have access to, I was denied access to and given runaround. You have to have the mayor's permission to access these files. Oh, that's not enough. You now have to have the police chief's permission to access these files, and you have to have the city administrator. Well, our city administrator's MIA. Our Monday when I came in, most people think I started in the office on Thursday, because Monday when I came in and Tuesday, our former city clerk, at his pressuring, at my asking, at people coming in and like, isn't she supposed to be the city clerk? Our former one said she will not show me anything. He asked her, are you going to show her some portion of payroll? No, because if I don't have more than a day, I'm not going to do it. She flat out said. I wish I'd have recorded it. Wednesday, I just started following her around. I just went in the office and sat in there because she was supposed to be gone Wednesday and decided she wasn't going to be and showed up Wednesday. I have dealt with constant dealings with our tech person who my first day, Wednesday, went into Kelly's office, was it Wednesday? With Memory and Kelly and shut the door and we're in there for 3 hours. What are they doing for 3 hours if they have the door shut? I mean, we don't need to be having secret meetings between tech and the city administrator and the city clerk. It's unreasonable, especially when I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs, answering the phone, hoping I'm giving people the correct answers. The way I've learned everything is because people have been gracious enough to share access to what I should have been given access to. There is no reason I should not have access to payroll accounts. There is no reason I should not have access to employee records. There is no reason on and on and on. It'd take me all night to list what I have been denied access to. How am I supposed to add in, Memory's request to work Wednesday if I can't access her employee file? I mean, and it's deliberate sabotage. Why am I having to fight with our tech support to get into files? And it's been an extreme frustration. Can
you give me that resolution? I gave you all
Yes,
my
sir.
paperwork. Alarm. So now let's get to some of the solutions on this. Because this past week, I received an invoice from a computer or
Resolution
corporate.
4. Is that the correct one?
Yes, number 4. So this is just an invoice for last week for Craig Estes to come in and help with all the transitioning. My email specifically to him and Kelly was, we need all accounts, all passwords, all access to be whatever Memory had. We wanted Mariah to have it. We need to give that, send it over. We've gotten nothing but excuse after excuse. I've been on the phone with Judge Flynn, been on the phone with Judge Barry. They have no issues. It's city records, it's city property. They have no issues, but we're always getting this pushback. So we got an invoice for $3,600 from Greg for last week. And what did we get out of this? We've gotten nothing out of this. There's a list of accounts and passwords that is not accessible to us because he's transitioned it all to him as the admin, which is the third party person, right? And he's only listening to our city administrator. City administrator authorized to purchase 24 hard drives, back up 24 user accounts. Ordered it off of Amazon for $2,800. I work for Boeing, right? I got secret clearance. I deal with computers and stuff. I'm not savvy like that, but the simple thing would be to transfer the user account from Mariah from Memory to Mariah. But that's not happening. So we're kind of set up for failure. So the resolution number 4, getting to the solution, 4-2023, the resolution of the city of Louisiana authorizing the mayor to have primary authority over the city of Louisiana's computing systems, data storage systems, security systems, and email access of all city employees. Because right now, this thing's locked up tighter than anything. And for people that's getting ready to walk out the door, it's not a good position for the city to be in. So I won't I'll bring this back up in open session instead of closed session and ask for your all's consideration of approving this resolution.
Mayor, is there anything we can do? Because they're trying, in my opinion, they're trying to sabotage the city. And is there anything we can do to them personally? Because this is just, it's not right.
Excuse me, and on that note, isn't this the group of people, attorneys, that accused him of a hostile work environment, but yet they're doing these things?
This is hostile to me. There's no need for this.
What are they gonna do with 24 hard drives? Pull the old ones, put in the new ones?
Yeah, so what
throw them in the river?
they took Memory's computer, and we ordered a new computer for Mariah. It hasn't gotten in, so we had to pay to have a laptop set up, and they put her computer in the secured server room, which the city clerk always had access to, but the keys never did get transferred to Mariah. You know, so they're planning on doing the same thing with the city administrator's computer. Pulling it, put it in secure.
Isn't that considered theft?
Well, not really the way it's set up right now. I mean, if this is approved and I ask for it and then they don't do it, then we have an issue.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
because we gotta do something
So
about
if they
this.
pull a hard drive and put in a new hard drive, what happens to what should happen to the old hard drive?
Well, right now I spoke with Craig IT. He says he still has everything. He still has all the hard drives. And everything.
Then he needs to bring them back and give them to you and put them under lock and key somewhere.
Well, I suggest if there's concern on security of the computers and what may be on or whatnot, it probably should go to the evidence room upstairs.
Yeah,
in
there
the
you go.
police
Yeah.
department.
Make a comment, Mr. Mayor. There is data storage in a lockbox at People's Bank Trust, which I believe has hard drives backups. The prior city clerk and I and Craig, I guess there's an annual process where we review what's in there and document what's in there. And we did that just before I had my surgery.
So the big thing with the computing system, we're set up for a single point of failure. I spoke with our IT guy about this. He's the only one with the encryption codes, everything. And I asked him, and Mariah was with me. So if you had a heart attack and pass over right now, we would be in a pretty tough spot if we had to utilize those backups. But
Unfortunately, that's what they want, is for the city to fall under this administration.
Mayor, I have something to do. Before I left the city in June, first of last year, the city spent large amounts of time scanning every paper document into the computer system. Does anybody know where those paper documents are? Because they should be on the third floor. And I know they turned that into the police department.
Make sure I understand your question correctly, Councilman Keller. The scans are in a program called Access. The physical copies of them after that.
That's my concern, because those were all, and I'm not talking about just like financial stuff and the stuff that you guys deal with, but there is a lot of documents that the water department, the street department, that all these departments have that always have the paper copy that we call the Bible. The Bible is scanned into the computer system to make basic. I go in, search Fifth in North Carolina, it took me straight there, and eliminated the process of looking through pages and pages and pages. But if those paper copies are no longer accessible or available, then what happened? What do we do? Where are these hard drives that was all scanned into? Is our current street department, water plant, sewer, are they just left to? I mean, what do we do?
So can I speak to that? So the Access program has all of this in it, but portions of it have been locked to me. I had access to some stuff, and then he did work on my computer and actually changed my IP so I can no longer access it. And I had to specifically call him out on it today and tell him I have to have access to this. You can't be locking me out of files that I have to access. And so it's in there. It's just a matter of why we keep being locked out of it.
Well, there is no reason to be locked out.
Well, so everyone's got a copy of the resolution, right? I think this will kind of help us moving away, because eventually I dislike a single point of failure with anything. There's got to be redundancy and backups, whether it's Mayor Pro Tem or the city administrator or the clerk or the treasurer, but I mean, we're all on the same team here, and all of our systems that we have pretty much has history files with them, so we kind of know what's going on, and maybe that's why we don't want to share. There is history to all of this. So I've been asking for it since I became mayor, and I still haven't seen everything. So I'll leave that where that's at. Appreciate your time, because we're going to go on to other things.
Okay, thank you.
See you guys. Thank you.
So I'm going to bring the resolution back up in open session. Okay. The other thing I got to you is, before we move on to our final one, is at our last regular council meeting, it's kind of put out there that we would cease having our city administrator interview, take applications, or hire, discipline stuff until the 10th. All right, but today's the 10th. So what I'm asking the council for is we do have a list of people that's been interviewed previously, and I reached out with applications for the grounds department. I reached out to Ryan Perrine. I reached out to Jeremy Slater. All right, we got a list of applications here, and we got a list of names that we would hire. You know, I'm asking the council what their pleasure is as far as moving forward, as far as our hiring process and application process and discipline, basically, because right now our single point of failure has failed us. So we need to remedy that until we get a new city administrator. So I got ideas, but I want to hear the council's ideas as far as moving forward. My idea is I'm working with the department heads, the people that are working with these people, going through the applications with them. Who do we want to speak to? Who do we want to hire? And I would rely on the department heads and everything, along with myself. And I know the council previously, expressed an interest to interviewing, but when we're talking about 8 people in different schedules, it may be very cumbersome. We'd be in here every day of the week to do interviews.
And then they would be in the evening, most of us have jobs throughout the day.
So I would rather rely on the department heads with, and it's not an egotistical thing. I mean, I don't care if you want Bill, you want me, or any one of us or 2 of us to work with our department heads and get these positions filled. Typically, none of these positions came through council. These positions were hired from the city administrator.
Is
And
there any way you guys could set up a point system as far as interviewing? Everybody has a list of questions, they ask questions, each question is worth a certain amount of points to score that person on that, because that's the way we do the interviews, or, a DOC, each one's worth, and then they add them all up and see where they score at that. And I believe you have the head of the department, one of the employees, and yourself, you 3 interviewing, you all 3 do your scoring, and
I don't have a problem with that when you're dealing with department heads and positions of a lot of responsibility. But if we're hiring someone to cut their ass in weeding, or even just to work in the water office as a clerk, and you only got 1 or 2 applications, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is kind of tough to pick some people. It's not like we had 20 applications. I mean, it's your all's pleasure.
I think we should allow the department heads and the mayor that privilege.
So is this to pick the city administrator, or is this for these positions that like Ryan has and Jeremy Slater has?
Yes.
Yeah,
The city administrators deal, I want to work with council on the city administrator. It is an appointment.
yeah.
So, but even though it's an appointment, I want to tie in. Right now, we got 5 applications, and it's been posted at MML, it's been posted online. Probably we'll run it another week or two, and then come up with a plan moving forward as far as interviewing these individuals. But I'm more or less working on the day-to-day operation.
Yeah, I agree. Guys.
Yeah, I make a motion that we allow the mayor and the department heads to interview and hire individuals for the city. Then we'll vote on. Second that.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all, take a roll call, please.
Councilman Keller,
Yes.
Councilman Bell,
Yes.
Councilman Jordan,
Absolutely.
Councilman Price,
Yes.
Councilman Sodar,
Yes.
Councilman Ardeno, Councilman Sherman, Councilman Goldbear.
All right, so brings us down to their last item for closed session. I'll turn this over to our chairman for the police hiring committee. Public safety committee.
We met the other night. With the chief. He's not taking care of the day-to-day administrative things around here with the city. Is he's got issues with Facebook. Talk to him time and time again. Stay off of Facebook, keep his wife off Facebook. We've asked him for scheduling of the officers to be emailed out to council members, so we know when people ask us if somebody's on duty, who's on duty, because a lot of the time we've got all the cars sitting out here in the parking lot. And you got people calling, wanting to know if we got anybody on duty, and you say, yeah, somebody's on duty, they want to know who we're going. We've asked him about it. It took us 2 weeks to get the first schedule. And the only schedule. And when we did get it, it didn't have any dates on it. It just had names, and times at work, no dates or anything like that. There's been nothing since. And the police committee met the other night, and it was a unanimous decision of the police committee to terminate his contract. And I'm bringing that now to full council for approval.
Any questions or concerns?
My only comment is with you new council people, I'm sure you've seen the Facebook where he and Ryan had an altercation. I had asked a gentleman that we were interviewing, have you had any special training? I didn't hear anything of that. And the chief of police said, well, I'm CIT trained and can teach. And the mayor shut me down because my next comment was, do you think you CIT, Ryan? CIT is de-escalating.
Yes.
Issue. Crisis intervention, you go in, you de-escalate, get the guy to comply, and you carry on. In my opinion, I'm CIT trained in hostage negotiation, trained in the Department of Corrections. That was not a CIT task. He escalated that quick.
He should have just kept going when he walked by the city clerk's window. He stopped on purpose to escalate that situation.
He is, one, in my opinion, a city employee. And number two, in his position as a police officer, he is going to be called throughout his career many different freaking names. I, as a correctional officer, am called on a daily basis. And I look at him, smile, and walk right on. No response is a better response.
So a couple other things, and we'll just get to the quick. But a couple other things, we was all promised body cameras. We have the cameras, they're not in use. Our new evidence room is not properly logged and secured. Our day-to-day operations, as far as, we purchased 2 brand new vehicles, right? Well, I didn't know they were gonna be administrative vehicles, not to be out on patrol. The chief does every now and then. But just getting to the quick of it, with this contract, the way we did it, why we did it, we're getting ready to exercise it. So we cut him loose. So my whole thing on this, Greg and Lindy might give us some advice, but my whole thing on this is that there's no explanation needed. There's not a reason other than we feel you're not a good fit for our community, for our department, and that's it. There's nothing more that's needed, even to the media or anyone. I mean, that's it. We don't want to open the door for any pushback, you know. There really shouldn't be because we got a good contract. But we're required to give 14 days notice. So if it's the council's pleasure to vote on this now, we call him in and we advise him now of his notice and put him on paid administrative leave for his 14 days.
I want his badge, gun, and tonight.
Yeah.
So we don't run into the problem we had with the other, our former,
Yeah, we're still missing a firearm and a badge.
because he gave us stuff, told him not to give away.
Greg, any concerns on that approach or any suggestions?
No, no reason is necessary, as you said, to terminate the contract. That action would be initiated by a vote of the council that has to pass only by a majority. And then if that happens, you have to give him at least 14 days written notice before the contract is ended. But then in the separate provision, as I, explained to you in the email earlier today, gives you as the mayor the ability to put him on administrative leave. So in essence, you could do that, and you're paying him for the 2 weeks he's on administrative leave before the contract comes to an end.
So, all right.
So can he come and go on while he's on leave? So is he gonna, we
No,
gotta take
so-
his keys, everything from him?
Yeah, but he'll have to coordinate with the police department or the escorting.
And are we going to make a temporary police chief tonight?
What I will do is, since it's a vacancy, I will appoint Josh Baker as acting chief until we can go through a hiring process. And the only thing with being the acting chief, he's still under probation himself, right? So the biggest thing with him is he would be aware of that. He's not guaranteed anything as far as being an acting chief. The only thing is, the reason being is because even the police committee, we had pretty good concerns about the appointment of the number 2 guy. And it's really proven itself to be a detriment. So that's going to be an issue that we're going to have to address down the road. Anyway, I'm talking too much. So did they answer the question? All we need is a motion.
I have no motion. I second.
Okay, we got a first and a second, a motion to terminate the contract with Christopher Heather. Any discussion?
I just work on the vote amendment. Look at that now.
Hearing none, take roll call, please.
Councilman Miller. Councilman Bell.
Yes.
Councilman Jordan.
Yeah.
Councilman Price.
Yes.
Councilman Sutter.
Yes.
Councilman Ardeno. Councilman Sherman.
Yes.
Councilman Dolbear.
So while we're still in closed session, I would like someone to go get the chief and bring him down, and we'll let him know what the status is, and we'll put it in writing that we're going to put him in paid leave effective immediately. And then we will provide the written notice dated today, even though we're telling him verbally. Will that work, Greg?
Yes, that'll work, and you can just reference in the letter that you also told him tonight during the meeting.
Mr. Baker be appointed.
Yeah, that don't require any formal, it doesn't require any formal sequence. Yeah, if you get the chief. Ready? All right. I hate this part of the job because it's, you're dealing with livelihoods and everything else, but We gotta think what's best for the community.
That you are, sir, but let me explain something to you as I explain to all CEOs that work. You don't purposely go out and do these things. These people make you do your job. So as long as they're making you do your job and your conscience is clear, but you're only doing what they're making you do. And I believe he has made us do this because we have given them chance after chance.
Trying to make things run correctly.
We're trying to get a good town built back up.
In the morning.
We got a lot done in an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. More than we've gotten done.
Everybody's not fighting this one.
Yeah, we're not fighting against each other.
No, we're not.
Calling each other names.
Pretty in there somewhere.
Yeah, Chief.
We had a meeting of the police committee and of the council. And it's a unanimous decision that you are not fit that we need for our community. And we are going to terminate your contract effective as of tonight. You'll be given a 14-day, 2 weeks paid administrative leave. And we'll need everything turned in this evening.
I don't think I have everything, but you're listening to ask why. My gun is mine. I have one from the department, one I'm wearing. I'll turn in the one that I'm signed from. I ask why.
Well, right now, it's just, we're not giving specifics of anything, just overall, just based on the contract. This is what Councilman Sutter stated, so.
I didn't buy a house. All right. Thank you.
Entertain a motion to go, anything else we gotta do in closed session?
Mayor, I just want to point out that it looks like the recording is still going. Typically, we would stop the recording in closed session, so I just wanted you guys to be aware. It's we might need to password protect this video or otherwise try to separate it before we put it online, just because the closed session will also be recorded.
Thank you, Wendy.
And, may I add one other thing, Mayor?
Yeah.
I think it's certainly a topic for your next city attorney. I would suggest that you discuss the motion to draft articles of impeachment with her. There's certain due process rights that attach for any elected office holder that that need to be followed in order to avoid the process being attacked later. So I just would offer that recommendation.
Appreciate it. Entertain a motion and go back in open session.
Next motion, go back in open session.
Second.
Who's your second?
Right.
Either one. Right.
Thanks, sir.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Keller?
Yes.
Councilman Bell?
Yes.
Councilman Jordan?
Yeah.
Councilman Price?
Yes.
Councilman Sudar?
Yes.
Councilman Ardeno? Councilman Sherman?
Yes.
Councilman Dolbear?
All right, back in open session. So there's a,
You want me to get the public or?
yeah, go get the public so we don't, you don't want to take a, we're still under the clock, so.
Okay, so can
You
you,
want to take 10 minutes?
do you want to break?
Let's take a
Yeah, take a 10-minute break.
Okay.
I want a cigarette.
Be the back.
Well, I smoked for 20 years. so maybe-
Okay.
You
I'm
filed
glad I
another,
quit.
claim for the back
I
injury.
think
I thought
That happened in July of last year. Looks like it's gonna be denied. We're gonna take another 5 minutes or so.
No problem.
Oh, I already did.
Are you good? All right, we're back in open session. We do have a resolution 04-2023. A resolution of the city of Louisiana authorizing the mayor to have primary authority over the city of Louisiana's computing systems, data storage systems, security systems, and email access of all city employees. Entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve. I second the motion.
First and a second, any discussion?
Yes. Even though I second the motion, this will also, if and when you're not elected, possible second term, this will follow suit to the next year as well, correct?
Well, it's a resolution, so it's not an ordinance form. So it's almost kind of like a temporary thing, but it's documented well. Right, so to do something more thorough, we need to really look at the ordinances that are in place. Remember, some changes were done about a year ago. So we need to look at our ordinances and stuff to look at that, so. Any other discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Is there any other business before entertain a motion to adjourn?
Anyone out there got anything?
Anything else, the other?
Yeah.
Good. We can. So the police committee brought before the council. Actually, just to keep it quite simple, and we're not going to get any big explanations, but we've severed a contract with our interim police chief. The simple answer is we just felt it wasn't a good fit for our community. That's all you're going to get as far as from me. All right, entertain a motion to adjourn. Second?
Second.
All those in favor say yes?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
I would like to congratulate all the councilmen and women.
Thank you.
That you're holding by their feet.
So,
Get a share.
oh, she took her first.
No, it's down there. Oh,
So, Mariah.
Yes, sir.
You got to sign on you and I. Right now. Right now.
Yes, sir.
I'll remember.
Difference in the recording now.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's the last.
Just for a quick second, you think?
I won't say much more than what I just said.
It's not at all about that.
Okay.
You know, kind of first start, things like, all that stuff. Got that. I know you said you didn't want to say much about that and respect that and. Right. Will you be able to talk about it? Will you be able to talk about what's next?
Thank you. Right.
And what's the next move out cars? These, if not, that's what we'll just go for. Okay. You mind if I ask you that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That actually.
I know what we're going.
Probably still kind of. Right.
Oh, yeah.
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 Hopefully.